Hey guys. All right. We just tried to do a Facebook Live and a Zoom call and a this and a that. All right. I had all of this stuff prepared. I had case studies and I had the app walkthrough, right? And I had. Here's the thing. We're not social media influencers. That's not what we do. I train dogs, right? I get people results. And at the end of the day, if you want to know why the Pawprint Academy will work for you, if you want to know why this app is something that can absolutely change the relationship that you have with your dog, is because of the whole picture. It's because of the whole thing, right? Dogs don't stop. They don't stop learning. They don't stop watching. They don't stop experimenting, right? They're always watching you. Have you ever noticed that the way you walk around your house, they're always scoping you out. They're always looking for what is going on and what do they need to be doing. And maybe they're not really looking at what they need to be doing, but maybe they're looking for what they could get away with. If that's the relationship that you have with your dog, the reason why the app is going to work for you is because it takes care of the what happens in between events. Your dog does something. Do you remember it next week? I bet if it was bad enough you do, but what if it wasn't? The amount of things that go into someone's life these days, lives are getting more and more complicated, crazier and crazier. Every year, it's like social media is blowing up, and your messages and your email and your phone is blowing up, and there's all these things that are tugging at your attention. But your dog doesn't talk. Your dog doesn't speak English. Your dog is sitting there wondering when you're going to play with it, when you're going to engage with it, right? And they look for that engagement in other types of ways and other things. How do I get my parents' attention? And then they end up stealing things and running around with it and playing Catch Me If You Can. Every dog's favorite game, right? So when something happens, what makes you remember it? That it was so bad that you never forget it? Because I would say, from a science-based perspective, that the reason you remember something is because you can see it, right? And the further away it gets from you, the less you remember it. But if you can see it, it's real. And if we get those little memories and those little logs, right? The whole app is built around a logging feature. It's built around the concept that you can put in all of this different data and you can just work through actually training your dog. But while you're doing that, while you're doing the things that you need to do, the app does everything else. It's keeping track of what you're learning, but it's also keeping track of what you put in there that says what your dog is doing, how your dog is responding. There is no easier way than if you put in all of this information. You put in your vet records. You take a simple picture of your vet records when you get out of the vet's office. You put in all of these things, and now the app knows your dog. And when you have a question about your dog, you're not going online to some community. Yeah, we have a community. You can go in there and you can ask it. But what about when you don't want to just ask a stranger about your dog? You want to ask someone that knows your dog. This gives you the ability to do that. And there's nothing else on the market that does that like this. This takes the picture of your dog in a holistic sense. It's health records, it's behavior records, it's day-to-day schedule. Everything that you touch in the app as you're working with your dog on a daily basis is tracked and logged. And now, not only do we give you graphs and data and pictures of what you should do next to work with your dog, but when you do need to reach out to a real life trainer because you have questions about your dog, not a dog, but your dog, I know all of the same information because I can see it. I can pull all of that information. And so now you don't start at square one. Now, when you have a question, I can answer your real question about your real dog based on the real things that are going on. There's no other app on the market that does that. There's no other program that so holistically tracks what your dog is doing on a daily basis. That's what I want to try to get through to people. That's what makes this app different. It's not just about cool little features. It's about knowing exactly how far you need to be away from a trigger. No matter what that trigger is, whether it's a goose or a dog or a car, right? It doesn't matter what it is. Every dog is different. But now, when you've got questions, you've got some support. You've got support at 1 a.m. when you got something crazy going on with your dog. You've got support. 24/7, 365. You have somebody that you can ask who has a complete snapshot of everything involved in your dog. And it knows exactly how to talk to you because it knows where you are in your journey. If you have never held the leash before, you need very different advice than if you have just competed in a local obedience competition. This is the app that bridges all of that, puts it together, and it does it for you so that at the end of the day, you can just ask, what do I need to do? How can I be a better dog owner? How can I build a better relationship with my dog? And now you're not just asking some random keyboard warrior on the internet. You're asking someone or something that actually can talk to you about your dog.